And we are live with Battle of the Americas number 18. I am ZvP with you always, and I'm joined by by someone who's becoming a regular here, Milkncookiesss.
Hola, amigo. ¿Cómo está?
Oh god.
I can't top off Yaku's intro. I saw it yesterday.
You saw it?
And I was like, well, I saw the clip and I was like, oh god. I'm not committing that hard. Are we really doing intros right now? Oh, here we are at the bottom left, right hand corner, the blue Zerg player from the US on Team Exxon, ETpwnHome.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Simulacrum LE, we have the Chilean Protoss representing Alpha X. It is Dastan.
Yeah, I saw Yaku's intro yesterday. I was just like, he was like, did you see my intro? I was like, what? He's like, I did an intro, and I was like, is it clipped? He's like, yeah. And I watched it. I was like, oh.
It was something. It was something. God, he tried doing like a Latin American impression for the finals. It did not work out.
Goodness gracious.
Oh god. Yeah.
You're a poor child. What are you gonna do with him, man?
Me? What are you gonna do with it?
It's your child, son.
For people watching, yesterday we did cast Sentimiento Latino number 86, which is kind of like this tournament, except it doesn't include players from Canada or the United States, and it was insane. I don't know if you saw the results, but Jim, he played for the first time in 2 years and he won. It was
that Jim Rising?
Yeah, Jim Rising. He won. It was crazy.
Wow. Doesn't he have a girlfriend?
Look, it was insane. Like, no one was expecting him to win, especially he was going up against players like Eggs and Sinner and all these other guys, and yeah, he put on a show. It was great. It was great.
Nice. So who's this Ryan guy?
Yeah, we need to do something about that after this. Because yeah,
I'm really confused.
No, yeah, he's a teammate of ET and he should not be in this lobby. But we'll sort it.
I thought.
Yeah, we'll sort it out after this game. Yeah. But regardless, we do have a game here, and yeah, so far pretty standard. You know, we have a Stargate opener coming out from Dastan. It did get scouted by this Overlord, so ET should be good, hopefully.
So how many oracles are we talking here?
So we cast a lot of Dastan yesterday, actually. I believe we casted Dastan versus Jim, and he went for triple oracle.
Oh.
We'll see. See if he does the same thing.
We'll see.
He loves the Jim, obviously.
So maybe triple oracle wasn't the play.
Maybe it wasn't. It was a pretty sick game though. He went Stargate opener into he's going double Stargate.
So maybe 3 oracles wasn't enough. That's maybe that's what it was.
I mean, the oracles are pretty good. They're pretty good, but with double Stargate, there we go.
Oh, it's not the oracles anymore. It's all about the phoenixes now.
Yes. So this happened. He also did this in one of the games against Jim, and it was a really weird situation because Jim went for a Ling Bane all-in. And Dastan went for blind double Stargate, so he did not have the units he needed to deal with mass Lings. Yeah, it was a good game.
I like how he put down 2 Stargates, and he's he wasn't constantly putting out Phoenixes. I feel like, you just want to get the Phoenixes out. I guess it's very OCD saying he wants both Stargates to work at the same time, I guess.
Yeah, like same timing.
Okay. It's fine, you know. That's alright.
It's fine. And meanwhile, we'll see what ET does, because he doesn't know about the double Stargate, and because we do have that first Phoenix out, clearing out Overlords, like he won't see it for anytime soon.
It's not too bad. It's kind of cute. It's gonna miss the inject timing, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. This is fine.
It's nice. It's nice. You know, he gets a bit of scouting as well in the main base, you know, just in case something gets thrown down. The
it's
ET,
fine.
he's I'm getting a little bit worried. You know, he's going for roaches. Roaches are nice. They didn't shoot up though.
No, they don't. But queens do. So you know, maybe if it makes more queens, you can just, you know, queen march on by. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Dastan taking his third, pretty safe. Few adepts there with the Oracle as backup. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
And a sentry there to put down that force field. So, yeah, but Phoenix's aura and ETpwnHome's third, from what it looks like. I think those are Phoenixes.
Phoenixes are they're out. Yeah,
they're at the third. Yeah, so that's what I thought. Picking up a good amount. I think they picked up like a lot of the queens and just the roaches. Can't really go into the drone line quite yet, I guess, unless this game doesn't have game heart. But then you know, it's okay. It's fine.
It does have game hearts. But yeah, he's just kind of, you know, getting what he can here. Just no drone damage just yet. When I feel like he probably could. And kind of an overreaction.
Yeah. Okay. I honestly feel like he should just. What Dastan should be just doing is just sniping off all the overlords, because there's not enough queens, there's no hydras, there's only a couple spore crawlers in each base. That's fine.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, I was gonna say that he could probably just dive into like mineral lines, because there's only one like spore in each one. Like it's kind of negligible damage. Like there are enough phoenixes, and we can see that here. Like there are all these queens, but they're all just getting lifted up. They're getting taken out, and there's just not enough energy for transfuse.
There is not, that is for sure. These phoenixes are just pew-pewing away at the queens. Could have probably killed that one. Finishing it off, which is very nice. But still, it's just, you know, money. I guess it's more money being spent by ETpwnHome instead of getting units, getting more queens and all that. Me personally, I would rather just go for all the overlords. So, you know, you got to spend money to get supply, but you're supply blocked all the time, so you can't build anything, you know? It's pretty nice.
Yeah, like whether it's overlords or drone damage, like I feel like ET, he's fine with just losing queens to this. Like he hasn't hurt economically at all. And now he's got, you know, a couple more spores in his bases, like 3 at each. Like he's looking pretty solid against this. And yeah, we do see Dastan, he is transitioning out of this. He has stopped Phoenix production and he's going for more. Oh my god, that's a lot of immortals.
Are those immortals or are those stalkers? I can't tell. Those are immortals. A lot of immortals, good amount of zealots, few adds, and not a lot of sentries, honestly. I feel like with this kind of push, you want to have a few more sentries, but you know, it's okay.
Yeah.
Ravagers are pretty good, you know. Apparently, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like, you really want sentries, even if like there are Ravagers out on the map. Like, you still want to like force your opponent to use them to get rid of those force fields. And yeah, there aren't too many Ravagers with this army. It is mainly Hydra Ling, so we'll see how this goes. We do have a Lurker Den on the way as well.
Lurkers are pretty good against Protoss, from what I heard. Like, yeah. Can you confirm?
I mean, especially if if there's no storm available. Like Twilight Council is only just starting up. Twilight Templar Archives. So yeah, there's not going to be any storms anytime soon. So these Hydras, they're going to do pretty well.
Yeah, what worries me about ETpwnHome is kind of letting Dastan take bases. Like he does have a 5th, and Dastan is only on the 4th, but that's still pretty even.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. You just feel like he should, while these Phoenixes are out doing stuff, maybe should like throw in some run-bys here and there to like kind of keep Dastan on his toes. Bye, Ryan. See you later.
ET, he's been very defensive this game. Oh my god, maybe too much. There's a lot of static defense here at the 4th base. I don't know if that's really necessary, but he is getting, oh my god, 9 lurkers are on the way. He's already got Hive. He's working on the lurker upgrades as well. Like, he should be fine against this army, at least until Storm finishes up.
Yeah, ET's got some crazy sixth sense. I'm not gonna lie. He's like sensing where Dastan's army is somehow, and I'm just like, all right, brother, you know, that's some pretty sick sixth sense.
Yeah. Like he's like, you know, nicely like rotating around. But at the same time, like Dastan hasn't really pushed out anyway. But like as a Protoss, you don't really want to, right? Like you want to like build up your army and like, you know, kind of turtle and macro up, and you know he's already on 4 bases as you were mentioning before. He's getting his 5th as well. Like,
ooh, fast burrow. Oh, not fast burrow. Just kidding. But pretty good burrow on these lurkers. I think a few high Templars went down. Maybe like a couple. These Phoenixes should pretty much die. Phoenixes are useless now.
Yeah, 3 high Templar. Yeah, 3 high Templar went down, and oh my god,
the
lurkers.
These immortals. Ooh, these are pretty good storms though.
Yeah,
on top of pretty much all the lurkers, but I don't know. It's gonna be a pretty sick trade. Luckily, the not all the high Templars are dead, but I think a couple did go down again as well. But Dastan still on top with a pretty decent army. No energy on those high Templars though, I feel like. So maybe one storm, maybe.
Yeah, like Dastan, he traded really well there, but ET, he had the economy to just remax behind it. Like he has a decent army supply regardless. He doesn't have any lurkers though, so this could be Dastan's opportunity right here as he is trying to push through, but one of the lurkers, 2 lurkers do finish up just in time. And yeah, with no storm, I don't think Dastan has enough.
Yeah, those Zealots went in first without any kind of support. So these Immortals are pretty much naked. The Hydras are just shooting them down, taking them down pretty easily with all that DPS. War Prism does go down. The Dastan is forced to retreat. Oh my god, that is a lurker penis.
What?
What? That's a lot of lurkers being made.
That's a lot of lurkers being made there, and there are all these high Templar. I don't even know if they have enough energy for any storms though. They only just got warped in, and yeah, there's just not much here. Oh, the wall's not a wall.
Wall's not a wall. Zerglings are going in. Carriers out though. Carriers are out.
Carriers are out, but with only 2, that's not going to be enough to hold this. Like the lurkers are nicely positioned to zone out the high Templar, and the Hydras are going to be able to take out this 3rd base. 28 workers went down. Oh my god.
Storms are pretty good on top of the lurkers and the Hydras, but nothing else to just finish them off.
There's not enough
Hydras. There's probably enough Hydras here just to kill off the interceptors and win this fight, but you know.
There it is.
GG.
GG.
Dude, that was a lot of lurkers. Like just being made at once.
Yeah.
It was like sick. Disgusting.
It was beautiful. This is what you want to say there.
You're just biased.
Yeah. Honestly, I definitely feel like Dastan could have made more happen with his Mass Phoenix. Like as you were saying, like he was just killing queens and a handful of roaches. There was even a moment where he overreacted and recalled everything back, thinking that there was a big roach push coming when he was fine, right? Like, yeah, I definitely feel like he could have been more aggressive, and because of his opener, like ET's economy was completely fine the entire game. I don't think he lost very many workers at all, and because of that, like he was just completely unhindered when he was like making his army. It was...
Yeah, the one upside with that Phoenix play was like he did delay a roach attack, like, you know, early in the game, but it was just roaches and queens that he was sniping off, and for a Zerg player, it's like, okay, sure. Like I could just remake them and then I could just plant another base. That's fine.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So we are on Eternal Empire LE. And the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have our blue Zerg player playing for Exxon Gaming. It is ETpwnHome.
Yeah, sometimes it's a big gamble, whether it's gaming or esports. It's one or the other. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have the Chilean Protoss player representing Alpha X Esports. We have Dastan.
Is it Alpha X Esports or is it Alpha X Gaming? I really don't know.
It's just Alpha X. It's just Alpha X. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh man, that's a sick pylon.
It looked like he was trying to fake out ET, like, oh, I'm gonna cannon rush, but nope, it's fine.
Yeah, I think ET got like the ideal position to be in, you know, getting that in between so he can't wall it off.
Yeah.
And it was a phantom hit from that drone, but you know, that's cool. Little fake out.
Yeah. But you know, I'm kind of curious to see how Dastan plays this out. I definitely feel like he does have it in him to take out a player like ET. I do feel like they're like around similar skill levels, but yeah, Dastan could be, I feel, a little bit more aggressive, less tentative. We'll see. We'll see what he does. If he goes for another Stargate opener or if he goes for them Adept boys.
I feel like last game it just came down to like decision making.
Yeah.
Right? Like Dastan had like both of their builds were good, but like Dastan's decision making kind of like led him to his downfall, to their downfall, I would say. Like if like we were talking about earlier, is like he overreacted that push, which his decision was like, okay, I need to recall a bunch of Phoenixes, and then instead like those Phoenixes could have done other things, like maybe even kill off drones, kill off overlords, but instead, you know, Dastan wanted to kill off roaches and queens, which is like, it's cool, but that doesn't like put a pause on your opponent's like build and stuff, because they can just rebuild whatever. Like you're not doing anything to disrupt their build, like you're not destroying their economy, you're not having them make a unit that they don't want to make, things like that. And so I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he'll make better decisions this game, and hopefully it will be towards his benefit, towards their benefit. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, hopefully. I definitely think that you're right in saying that for both of them, like their builds were solid. It just does come down a little bit to the execution of those builds. And their decision making. We'll see, as we do have another Stargate opener, this time going for Oracle first, not a Phoenix.
I mean, I don't think you need to. You can just snipe the Overlord with this.
It's like so close.
Just sneeze on it, it's gonna die. Yo, how big of a brain would this play be? Like, okay, imagine this, right? Well, you see, personally, he tried to break in, but it's not gonna happen. But imagine how big of a brain this would have been, where he let the Overlord, like, or the Oracle, come and, you know, see his Overlord, so the Stalker moves to kill it, and it just runs his link. How big of a brain would that have been?
Oh my god, I was waiting for that as well. Yeah,
waited a little bit longer, you know, he could have got it done.
Oh god.
Well, it's 2 Oracles and then a Robo follow-up.
Oh.
So, no two Stargate shenanigans, but probably an Adept follow-up after the 2 Oracles try to get some damage in. Spore calls are going up, you know, naturally, standardly, you know, Zerg player defense, you know, it's all the same.
Yeah, this game so far, like, there's no cutting corners here. Sometimes we do have Zerg players skip spores and just try and rely on their queen positioning to fend off the Oracles, but you know, ET not risking that. He's going for his spores and his mineral lions, and oh, there it is.
Oh, it's a third Oracle.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
We'll see if you can get much done with this. You know, with 3 Oracles, you can kind of ignore spores and just dive in and just deal as much damage as you can. Oh, but I love these patrolling lings, by the way.
Yeah, good map vision.
Not the best map vision.
Not the best map vision, but you know, it's pretty good, pretty decent. Doesn't see the adepts coming out though, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah, these are glaive-less adepts, but regardless, they can deal a lot of damage if there aren't units in position. There are queens here to meet them and a bunch of lings, but at the same time, would you have the oracles looking for an opening as well?
Adepts coming in, just pew-pewing away at the queens. The oracles are coming to try help. They do snap the queen. 2 queens actually.
Yeah, he's gonna get them all.
And that queen had a lot of energy on her. That was pretty good. Getting a few drones here and there. I feel like this is pretty good damage, pretty worth forcing a lot of Zerglings to pop out. Yeah. Getting those queen kills was really good. Should have smacked that last queen though. In my opinion.
Definitely. He could have gotten one more queen.
Fly over real quick, just just zap at it, tase it. Don't tase me, bro.
Yeah, that would have been nice. And this is very interesting. Going right into lurkers, no bailiness whatsoever, just Ling Hydra lurker. Being a little bit greedy, I feel like, tech wise, but you know, he's gonna get away with it.
Nice. Just get the queen. Just smack her. He's not even transfusing her, and he's got enough energy to transfuse her.
It does live. Rip. But honestly, I love what ET's doing. I'm really curious how this plays out because in my ladder games, I've tried making lurkers work and I failed every time. I'm like, this is great against Protoss. There's a reason why I do nothing but the Cooker Archer build against Protoss. Okay, like I can't make it work. But ET, you know, he's gone right for it.
I mean, you're a 1A boy.
It's true. It's very true. It's very true.
I've never seen you control click a unit to control them.
I control click sometimes.
How often is sometimes?
Look, we don't need to talk about that. Right?
That's what I
thought. But yeah, the lurker's already done. Oh, will they get spotted by the Haluk? They do get spotted. So Dastan
should have just burrowed. That would have been so.
That would have been amazing.
Burrow.
Yeah.
So a decent push size from Dastan moving out at the same time. Oh, one Archon is gonna get not killed. Okay, they're just gonna walk right by each other and go for each other's throats. Apparently. Dastan is going for ETpwnHome's forward and. ETpwnHome is going for the natural of the stun. This Warp Prism is going to get instantly sniped. Wasn't paying attention. Archons and Immortals with sentries coming in. Zealots warped in. Do get one lurker. Second lurker possibly, and a third?
A third, maybe a fourth?
Wow, maybe a fourth? Wow.
Ooh.
Oh, just kidding, not a fourth. Just sneeze on it, you'll kill it.
3 health, Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, the base did go down and the army is pushing forward to kill another base. There are no defensive lurkers being made just yet. Once they do, maybe ET will be able to hold on to his bases. Meanwhile, Dastan, he cleans up at home.
Yeah, Dastan has defended pretty well, so it's all about ETpwnHome. Can they defend this push? This is a pretty scary push, even though it's not a lot of units. Not a lot.
Yeah, I feel like what makes this is kind of the sentries as well. Like you can cut up the army and like fight it in segments. But I like this from Dastan. He kills 3 bases. He doesn't try and like push into the natural. He doesn't need to. Like 3 bases and back off. Like you're looking good, you know. But I say that as Dastan is reinforcing his army and he's looking to maybe apply more pressure. He does need to be careful, especially with defensive lurkers.
I don't like this position or this attack path that Dastan is going for. I feel like should have gone from the third.
Yeah.
Or even should have like still held that third high ground at least.
Yeah. Like trying to push up a ramp against lurkers is never a good idea.
Yeah, it's never a good thing. So that forces Dastan to run back. But you know, getting those 3 hatcheries was a good thing and a good amount of drones with them. forcing ETpwnHome to rebuild the hatcheries. And Dastan is, just deciding to be oversaturated heavily at his third base. That's cool.
Very heavily, but that doesn't mean that as soon as that fourth, oh my god, that's a lot of static D.
It's just 4 cannons.
Yep. As soon as this fourth is done, he can Maynard his workers over, but oh god, the Lings do get in just in time before this finishes. Meanwhile, the army is pushing in again. I don't know about this.
I feel like you should just go around.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just go around.
Wait. Going into the lurkers, just like literally walking into no storms whatsoever at all.
Puppy.
All those units were just like deciding to sit inside lurker spines all day. They do get a cancel on ETpwnHome's fourth, or trying to newly build fourth. So that's not bad, but the Zealots will link up with the rest of the army. Hopefully, or just die,
Yeah, like that was a nice move from Dastan. It was unnecessary for him to push up the ramp to make that happen, I feel like, but yeah, he does cancel the fourth base. He does hold on to his own fourth, which is pretty important as well. He was able to hold against that Ling run by, and yeah, he's still, striking around here outside of the main base of ET. He's trying to clear up creep, kind of has his own, map control secured. And
yeah, he's gonna go straight into the natural. Are there no lurkers there? Oh, so close.
Oof, yeah, he needs to calm down a little bit there, especially because Hive is already done. We have lurker range on the way. We have Vipers on the way as well. Even though ET is like stuck on pretty low econ, he is taking up pretty well, and his army is still pretty scary. Especially if the Protoss player neglects Storm. There's no Storm whatsoever with this.
I think Storm was just researched. Could be wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are no High Templars, so Storm isn't really an option right now. I think there's like one? No, not even a High Templar.
Not even. It's not happening.
I think all the High Templars just became Archons. Doesn't care.
Oh.
Can we get a -400? -400? 3 Stargates, a mothership. So that's where Dastan is going. I mean, it's a good transition, getting the air, getting the Tempest to deal with the lurkers. The mothership is a good cloaking, unit, and here comes the fight. Source fields don't really do much against lurkers, but that does push the Hydras back. However, the Hydras still had enough range to shoot at everything. So, yeah, I don't know about that fight, but it's cool.
Yeah, like cool. I understand, like Dastan, he's out here, he's just keeping his opponent in check as he techs up and he gets ready for his late game army. He's getting his mothership, he's getting Sky Toss on the way. He just needs to buy time until that comes out, and it's definitely another way to play this out, right? Like typically we would see a more normal mid game with Storm, with some AoE, whether it's Colossus or Disruptors, but instead he's skipping all of that, going right into Sky Toss. We'll see if he gets away with it. Like ET, he's regained his economy. He's got a decent army now.
Yeah, that's a lot for mortals, I'm not gonna lie. Here comes the yoinks. 2 yoinks. 2 mortals do go down, but that is just supply.
The High Templar are here.
Oh, those are some pretty good storms. A High Templar does get yoinked, but does not get killed. The High Templar is dancing in front of those lurkers. 2 High Templars to get yoinked and get killed off. Which is pretty good, but I think they used up all their energy, so no storms for a while anyway. So Zealot run by over at the natural, just attacking static D, not really doing too much damage. Now killing off drones, 9 drones in total.
Yeah, and he pulls a lot of the army back here to the natural, so he's looking to try and seize this opportunity, but that's a lot of lurkers.
Dude, the amount of mortals he has, he can literally just like right-click that hatchery and just kill them away.
He probably could, and he's diving in. He's looking to try and trade against these lurkers, and it does.
One yoink does happen. 2, 3, 4 mortals in total do get killed off. A nice feedback on that Viper, denying that what's it called?
Yoink?
Yeah, the yoink.
Abduct.
Abduct, there we go.
Yeah, nicely done. And still though, ET, he is being contained to these 4 bases. Finally, we have Dastan with his Skytoss taking his 6th base, took a 5th behind this as all of this was happening. So he definitely has the economy to sustain all of these carriers. And ET, I don't think he knows about this. Like, he hasn't scouted the transition. He hasn't scouted any of the new Skytoss units. So if he did, like, he should be throwing down the Spire. Like, he really needs that anti-air.
Yeah, I don't think he ET saw the mothership. Is that correct?
Yeah, he hasn't seen any of it yet.
Oh, okay. So no, hasn't seen the mothership. Now does see the mothership right now. He must be thinking, oh shit! I just made 4 more lurkers.
Oh god, well, lurkers are pretty good, but they also don't shoot up because
lurkers never shoot up. But breaking down the rocks to get more of a wider entrance to walk in. Lurkers are burrowed, but you know they can just Dastan can't just walk on back home.
Yeah,
Dastan's really patient with this.
He's playing this really scared, and I mean there are a lot of Vipers to be fair, so I understand, but even if the Vipers do abduct units, I don't think there's enough. Like, oh my god, the feedbacks!
Oh, that was a lot of feedbacks.
Oh my god. Good. Never mind. Okay, there aren't a lot of Vipers. Don't have a lot of energy anymore.
So, Dastan has a Hydralisk then, right?
Yeah. Wait, I thought he did. Did he lose it? He lost it to the Zealot run by earlier. It was... Or he killed it with the Vipers. It's one or the other. I like to think yeah.
I saw him building Hydras, and he was building a Hydralisk then at the same time. So I was like, okay.
Did he kill it with his Vipers? It's very possible that he did.
Very possible, I guess. But another Zealot run by at the natural, killing off more drones. These Hydras are trying to, you know, kite and fight him. Yeah, the Spire is finally going down for Dastan, but I don't know. I mean, not Dastan, ETpwnHome.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried because the Spire is at the 4th base, which is, I don't know if that's the best defensive position to put it down, as the storms do rain upon the lurkers. All the lurkers are going down. There's the yoink on the mothership, but there's just not enough DPS. It looks like, that will get taken out.
Minus 400, that's pretty good, but there's still a lot of carriers, and that was you know, feedback on Vipers to deny any kind of yoink.
And that
is down. Yeah.
Ties it up.
Ties it up. Ties it up. Ties it up. Ties it up. Dastan's on fire.
GG. Oh my god.
That was yeah, that was a map.
That was, you know, and again, I said it as I was watching that game. I haven't seen lurkers work too often. But that was really well played by ET. He was in a really rough position. Like, he was, for the longest time, he was struggling to take his 4th base. I say that he lost his 3rd at one point as well. Like, Dastan, he was playing that really well.
Very well. Didn't really. It came down to that defense, right? The defense against that first attack. Dastan held that off cleanly.
Yeah.
ETpwnHome was struggling against the Archons and Mortals, and I think that just caused Dastan to like go up while ET tripped and fell and kept going downhill, you know?
Yeah, and to be fair, I don't know if we're going to see another game like that. Eternal Empire is one of the more macro favored maps. And I feel like
that roaches are coming out. It's going to be a roach push. And who's going to do that roach push light? It's this guy at the bottom right-hand corner of the map, a blue Zerg player playing for Exxon. It is ETpwnHome.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Nightshade LE, we have the Chilean Protoss player representing Alpha X. It is Dastan. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, deny it. Deny it. Yeah. Put a pylon down.
Throw a pylon. Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Ah.
You won't.
Oh,
he let him have it.
wait, what? What?
Kick it is.
He didn't have the minerals for it because he went pool first.
Okay.
Wow. Okay,
Jefe. I see you.
Interesting what happened. So the probe did go into the main base, and Dastan did scout the opener, so he does know that there was a gas pool hatch. And 6 things are already on the way. This wall should finish up. Should finish up.
Should is the keyword.
Should.
Zealot. Hello.
Should finish up. I'm a bit worried because typically you finish the wall first and then you throw down the Nexus, but he didn't. Now there's no probe here, and there are Lings on the way, but the probe does get the Lings. Yeah, it's fine.
I guess ETpwnHome's not sending the Lings out, so
yeah,
just don't feel safe. Like, that's fine, you know. I can just chill. Hey, look at that! It's a Roach Warren.
Oh yeah. We got roaches on the way, and as a response, we do have. I say a response. You know, we do have a Stargate on the way for Dastan. You know, he's been doing this every single game so far. We'll see if it's double Stargate, just a regular Oracle opener. And this is still not a wall.
That's not, but Zerglings aren't coming out. Like, that probe is still alive for some reason. I don't understand how. Like, I think it just died right now.
Yeah. I don't know either.
Got recalled. That would have been some big baller moves right there. I don't think ETpwnHome actually scouted inside, so.
Interesting. He started his Oracle, then he canceled it. He's making a Void Ray instead. What?
Oh, he knows. Speed is finished. Roaches are pushing across the map towards Zerglings. I don't know how many Ravagers. Like, 1 Ravager.
Yeah, one, it's not gonna be. Oh, the Shade does see the army though, so he does know what is coming his way. Throws out another shield battery. There aren't enough Ravagers here. There's 2 Ravagers. He needs another, but he slips in.
Had to micro that at depth so it doesn't get sniped by the Ravager bile, so the Zerglings are able to get in. Void Ray is coming. Void Ray is out. Probes are pulled off the line to deal with the Zerglings, but probes against Zerglings, I don't know how good that is. The Void Ray is trying to do its best, does kill off a Roach, but has to deal with the Ravagers now. Ravagers aren't armored. Fun fact.
They are not, and the Lings continue to flood in. There's nothing but probes and a single Void Ray, and I think he's done it. I think he's just killed too many workers.
I think that's all the workers.
He's 2 workers. Left. That's it.
Well played. GG. ETpwnHome. What did I say, Light? It's gonna be a Roach game.
Oh yeah, and that was quite a Roach game.
I smelled it, you know, across the galaxy. I was like, roaches.
GG. And
oh God, I just
eat. Oh, you're gonna like this one. You're gonna like this one.
Is it a ZvZ?
It's a ZvT. Oh boy.
Oh snap.
We're gonna be following ET into his series against Vindicta. Oh yeah.
Dude, Nina's already in the semis. What the fuck?
Nina's just speed running through this. He's just like, she's just like, I got somewhere to be.
Like, yeah, let me take a 2-hour nap real quick.
To be fair, Nina did kind of get, I don't want to say lucky, but Nina's opponents aren't the best of the Latin American region. You know, Zenio and Roro are the players that she went up against, and they're pretty good, but yeah.
Roro forfeited, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, a bit of a shame there, actually.
Is there anything else going on today? Is there NA Challenger?
Challenger is coming in the upcoming weeks. I believe it is next week. And the week
maybe
after.
his frijoles are burning or something, you know.
Well, a bit of something that's a little bit of a shame. At the same time, it's cool is that Jim Rising, he didn't sign up for today's tournaments. He played yesterday, but that is because Jim Rising is running his own tournament for the Latin American scene. He's running a 2v2 tournament. I don't know if Roro is playing in that as well.
Is that today?
It is today.
Why aren't we casting that?
Yeah, do you want to get back into it? I don't know. Like,
no, those 2v2 tournaments are kind of hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
They're pretty good. They're pretty entertaining.
They're really stupid.
Yo, watching eggs play with his girlfriend, like the 2v2s. That was great.
What was their name? Not Huarache.
It was food from
arepas, and then some like sweet pastry thingy.
Yeah, it started with an S.
Yeah,
like soropes or something. I don't know, like
sopapillas.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.